If you have yet to hear the latest Formula One news, Mattia Binotto, the manager of Ferrari's Formula One team, has officially resigned after the world-famous fast car company Ferrari was defeated in the Constructors' and Drivers' World Championship races. There had been a lot of serious talk about his future as team principal. It's assumed that Binotto, who chose to jump rather than be pushed, noticed the major lack of support he was receiving and felt he had no other choice. But is that really true? Why exactly did Binotto need to leave? Let's take a look. First up, why Binotto departure sets Ferrari up with an impossible target for the 2023 season. Even though Ferrari's reliability issues and strategy mistakes made headlines in 2022, Binotto's numerous underrated skills were crucial in getting the team back in front in the first place, even though he became an easy target for the detractors during this time. The effects of a new manager taking over might be huge after a season in which it learned some hard lessons about the level of excellence required to be a title contender. Now, it's widely known that Binotto had a broad range of responsibilities for what is arguably the most stressful position on the grid, because he was a team manager who was knowledgeable about the technical aspects of the cars, engines, and their operation, along with the political maneuverings of the F1 realm, the FIA, and the media. Due to the loss of Binotto, Ferrari is now without a team manager who may have had the most comprehensive understanding of car and engine design and performance characteristics ever. He also clearly understood the difficulties and trade-offs involved in creating a race-winning package, since winning in Formula One is all about small improvements. Binotto's understanding of Ferrari's philosophy and driving forces was crucial in assisting the team in taking the necessary steps to mend fences with Red Bull in 2023 and fend off the resurging Mercedes threat. Ferrari will be without that in-depth knowledge due to Binotto's impending departure at what may be the year's most crucial time as it puts its new car together. Any new team manager will need several months to fully understand Ferrari's design, organizational structure, and cost cap spending strategy. Additionally, the 2023 title race might already be all but over by the time they catch up everything. Now, it appears that Binotto was fully aware of the internal political dynamics at this point, because he had been a team member since 1995, starting in the engine division before progressing up the ranks. He witnessed how it operated when he was a part of the system. After moving up to the position of team principal, he established the structure he believed would help push Ferrari to the #1 position. It's an understatement to say that Binotto significantly improved things, so it's understandable that reports that the atmosphere since resigning has seriously shifted. It's also very possible we will see further resignations in the upcoming weeks. Secondly, here is more of the backstory on why Mattia Binotto will no longer be with Ferrari. Mattia Binotto said a few words on the criticism Ferrari has received in 2022 during what turned out to be his final Grand Prix weekend in charge of the Ferrari F1 team. In response to the rumors concerning his future that surfaced prior to the season's conclusion, Binotto stated that the enthusiasm of Ferrari's international following is accompanied by a lot of criticism and rumors. Binotto claimed that the criticism is meant to divert the squad, but it's unclear exactly what he meant. Now, Ferrari has undoubtedly experienced the attention in 2022, but not any more than a team of its caliber should anticipate, especially when they're winning races and making a run at the championship, while encountering high-profile, very public issues. The weekend of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix followed months of persistent rumors that Binotto may be replaced by Fred Vasseur. Before the season finale, Ferrari adamantly denied rumors regarding Binotto's position, but it's clear that they were just saving face, as we know now he has resigned. The announcement implies that he took the initiative, even though it seems more like a case of jump before you're pushed. Now, there were many indicators that this would occur. In Bahrain, there was talk that Binotto needed to pick up some early victories to protect his future, but it wasn't until right before Ferrari's home Grand Prix that Binotto began to feel significant internal pressure. Despite this, Chairman John Elkann gave Binotto a public vote of confidence just a few months ago in September, while also stating that the entire club, including the team principal, needed to improve. Now, this could have just been a way of saying they all need to step it up, but in retrospect, it could also be interpreted as a threat. However, Binotto felt secure and safe in the knowledge that both runner-up positions had been delivered ahead of Mercedes. The rumors that he would be fired once he returned to Italy were dismissed, and he left for F1's winter break looking for more support from his superiors to put an end to the rumors once and for all. This would also allow the team to focus without interruption on improving in 2023. However, we now know that this did not happen. Binotto volunteered to retire on his own conditions when it became apparent that such unwavering support was in short supply. This is what honorable individuals do when faced with this kind of dishonesty in the workplace. Obviously, it's very sad to see him leave, but we're glad that he's leaving on his own terms and hopefully with his head held high. Speaking of Binotto leaving, Ferrari apparently tried to poach Red Bull's Christian Horner. How did they do it? Let's find out. Christian Horner, the head of Red Bull, reportedly turned down the opportunity to replace Mattia Binotto at Ferrari after weeks of rumors that he was under pressure. Ferrari's team principal Binotto has quit. Long before Binotto's departure was officially announced, Ferrari chatted with several reputable individuals about becoming their new team principal, including Red Bull's Horner. However, it appears they found no takers, partly due to the rapid turnover of Ferrari's team principals. Additionally, it claims that Ferrari's CEO, Benedetto Vigna, has meddled with team tactics, which Ferrari has received criticism for on numerous occasions in 2022. After the F1 Brazilian Grand Prix, Ferrari started examining Binotto's replacement, sparking rumors that Frédéric Vasseur of Alfa Romeo would take his place. Binotto had to contact Ferrari chairman John Elkann to end this rumor before the team issued a statement. Elkann now has to decide whether to rebuild Juventus, the dominant side in Italian football, while he rebuilds Ferrari's F1 team. Juventus' whole board resigned the night before Binotto's departure was made public. The team principal of Ferrari, Vasseur of Alfa Romeo, reportedly has a verbal agreement but has yet to sign a contract. Leclerc made his Formula One debut under Vasseur, who intended to prioritize the driver as the unquestioned number one for the team. Now Ferrari feels further away than ever from what a modern team should be, as it gets ready to name its fifth Formula One boss in less than a decade. Not the best look. The upcoming departure of Mattia Binotto is at least partly due to a weak upper management structure that gives too much authority to individuals who are too removed from the F1 team itself. And finally, in unrelated F1 news, Charles Leclerc recently fooled Red Bull, which greatly worked in his favor. So, what did he do? In the middle of the recent Yas Marina race, Perez was in second place, just ahead of Charles Leclerc, and the two were engaged in a close battle for the runner-up slot in the Drivers' Championship. However, Ferrari released that its best hope to put Leclerc in front was through strategy, and that meant putting Perez on a two-stop pit stop because Red Bull seemed to have a little bit more speed. This chance arose on lap 33, when Ferrari appeared to be aiming for an undercut on Perez in an effort to put Leclerc in front. Box opposite Red Bull, it instructed the driver. Leclerc had already decided to make a one-stop, so Ferrari was merely utilizing the call to give the impression that it was making a second stop. Red Bull reacted and swiftly dragged Perez into the pits to cover up Ferrari, proving that the plan had been successful. After the race, Red Bull team manager Christian Horner said that the decision to halt Perez was motivated by both his tire condition and the fact that the team saw that Ferrari was preparing for an undercut. Leclerc had no plans to slow down, so Perez was forced to make up all the ground lost during the tire change. He ultimately failed to do so as he came in last. Leclerc told Sky Sports that what he did was precisely what he wanted to do in response to the strategic decision, given that this is an area of operation where the Maranello team has made mistakes this season. Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto applauded the way the strategy was executed to assist Leclerc finish second. Leclerc believed that the team's perfect performance in Abu Dhabi was all the more amazing in light of the additional strain that came from the competition for positions in the championships and the rumors swirling over Binotto's future. Unfortunately, guys, that is all the time we've got for today, so make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.